Hi all, welcome to my Team of the Week 2 predictions. Looks a pretty decent Team of the Week and also some nice individual cards to look forward to. Obviously this didn't go up last night, mainly because I was waiting for a lot of the ratings to kind of be validated, to make sure I was completely convinced, but also was waiting for any last minute games as well to kind of maybe see if it changed my opinion. So I've been touch and go with this to make sure I'm happy with it. I'm also in the Footman Team of the Week Predictions League, so welcome to take part in that for some FIFA points, and that is every week for about 30 odd weeks. And then Kieran SFF, his Team of the Week Predictions is down below as well, so welcome to check him out. So starting off with goalkeepers, we have Leconte and Blanco. Leconte made 4 saves and an 8 on L'Equipe in a 0-0 draw for Monaco. Now, an 8 on L'Equipe is what makes the difference here. Yes, he's kept a clean sheet, and a draw kind of goes against him, but it's that 8. 8 is very strong on a L'Equipe point of view from a Team of the Week perspective. And then Blanco, 5 saves and a 3 on Marca in a 0-0 draw. Same rules apply. A 3 on Marca takes a good bit of weighting in that favour, and because Celta Vigo were playing Atletico Madrid, it may just help that little bit more. In terms of other goalkeepers that I've seen stand out this week, a notable one is Manoni, but that was a clean sheet, a draw as well. In terms of defenders, Thiago Silva, a clean sheet and an 8 on L'Equipe. Now, a clean sheet usually stands you in very, very good stead with L'Equipe's ratings, because while it was a 1-0 victory for PSG and folk will say, oh, Neymar, Di Maria, it's not going to be, it won't be them. Neymar was like a 6, and a 7, and Di Maria was a 6. Thiago Silva was an 8. That is what's going to stand and very help him massively and help boost up the defensive options for Team of the Week 2. Then Cresswell, a goal and clean sheet in West Ham's 2-0 victory over West Ham. Then Dunkley's 2 goals and a clean sheet and 2-0 victory for Wigan over Charlton. And then Willie Orban got a goal and a clean sheet and a 2 on kicker and was part of Team of the Week in a 3-0 victory for Leipzig. And I would say that should stand in pretty strong stead. Like Sabitzer is the other alternative from the Leipzig game, but I feel that Orban will get the nod from a Leipzig view. In terms of other defenders that have stood out is like Vendel for an assist and a clean sheet, Otamendi for a goal and a clean sheet, and Simba for 2 goals and a clean sheet, but I'll touch on them as well in top possible. Then from here we go, midfield looks a little bit juicy in some parts and then a little bit weaker elsewhere. Kevin De Bruyne, 1 goal, 2 assists in Man City's 8-0 win over Watford. Now, Manchester City I feel will get 2 informs, and Kevin De Bruyne will be one of them, but they may go elsewhere, so be prepared but be wary. But there's about 3 or 4 standout options, but De Bruyne's probably quite a good shout. Coutinho, 1 goal, 1 assist and a 2 on kicker in their 4-0 victory. Kimmich got a free. That is where if people didn't pick Kimmich, it's because he got a free and he got 2 assists as well. But Coutinho got a 2 on kicker and was part of Team of the Week. That will go in his favour. Brozovic, a goal and a 7 on Gazetta in the Milan derby and the 2-0 victory. I would say that should help him immensely. Lukaku got a goal and a 7 as well, but I feel Brozovic being a midfielder will help him out, and he always usually bags in form anyway. Carlos Eduardo, 2 goals and a 3-1 win. Vlasic, 2 goals, 1 assist and a 3-2 win as well over Krasnodar. And Harit, 1 goal, 1 assist and a 1.5 on kicker and part of the Team of the Week in a 2-1 win for Schalke. Harit's not going to miss this week. He will be featuring. A lot of people featured him last week. This week he will not be missed out and will be well deserved and could be a pretty hand. And the way he's playing at the moment, he is kind of the definition of a form player in the Bundesliga, so could easily sneak in for Player of the Month for September, just going on the way he's been playing. In terms of other midfielders, we have Tariq Fosu. He got a hat-trick from Cam for Oxford United in their 6-0 win over Lincoln City, so that will be quite a nice little card. Now, I was kind of clutching here a little bit at the moment because I was kind of like, who do I take out, who do I not include? Hartel got a hat-trick of assists in Arminia Bifeld's 5-2 victory over Vian. Then Mauro Jr., 2 goals and 7.5 on VI, that's like the Dutch rating system. And Heracles' 3-2 win over 20 in their respective derby. Casimir Ninga of Angers got a hat-trick coming off the bench, like a 19-minute hat-trick and a 4-1 win over St Etienne. I've not seen a kicker rating, a keep rating anywhere for some reason, but I'll maybe have to go a bit digging deeper. And then Saganov got a goal and 2 assists for Dynamo Kiev in their 5-0 win over Volska Poltava, I think that's how you pronounce it, or probably butchered that name. But Saganov looks quite decent. He always seems to bag in form since Dynamo Kiev came into FIFA, and could be the first of many. The way he's been playing anyway. Aziz is kind of the one that I dropped at the very last minute. I kept him in over like Hartel and Junior. I feel there's too many twos in the Granada squad, and I'll explain why later on. Caputo, a hat-trick and a 7.5 on Gazzetta in their 3-0 win over Spal. Sassuolo played him at left wing, and a bit of a bummer really, but still a nice card regardless. He always seems to get a special card like every FIFA, and this looks no different. Well, in Jose, 2 goals and a free on Marca in Real Sociedad's 3-1 win over Espanyol. Could be a nice little card, just bags in. He always seems to bag in, like Caputo, he always seems to bag a special card every FIFA. Ismail Sosa, a hat-trick in Club Lyon's 4-2 win, so joining the discard inform club. Thuram, this is Thuram's son, Lilian Thuram's son. He got 2 goals and a 2 on kicker in their 2-1 win for Borussia Mönchengladbach over Fortuna Dusseldorf, and he played striker, taking player's place, so I would say could be a nice little sub card that came in, and it could be quite nice actually. Chris Wood, 2 goals, 2-0 win for Burnley over Norwich. Norwich obviously doing the business against Man City, but not against Burnley, so it's fun and games there. And Bernardo Silva got a hat-trick in the 8-0 win that we mentioned earlier against Watford, and I would say with him playing left wing helps out immensely, and not like say right wing striker or whatever. So it's a position change for Bernardo Silva, and I would say looking at that I feel quite confident about most about these 6. I feel they all deserve in their own right. Usually a hat-trick whilst gives you the kind of nod, as it were. So that is my team of the week predictions in terms of where the 23 are kind of going. Then so what I'm going to do is obviously kind of break down the top possible, and then obviously I'll feature. So on our top possibles, this is just a small fragment of some of them, but I'll mention a few others as well. Aziz, he got himself a goal and a 2 on Marca in the 2-0 victory for Granada over Barcelona. There was quite a few that were kind of on 2s, so I was kind of on the fence who they include, who they not include. So I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if he got in like over say Mauro Junior or Hartel. So I was like, I'll take him out and just if he gets in, that's he's more than deserved regardless. Alexander Arnold got himself a goal in Liverpool's victory over Chelsea. Nice goal regardless, but I was on the fence like Aziz, but I felt if he'd kept a clean sheet I would have had him in, but because he didn't I was like, does he now feature? So it's kind of time will tell. Kimmich, as I said, 2 assists and a free from CDM. If he'd played right back he might have featured over Coutinho, but he would have maybe needed like a 2 to kind of merit it. And Simba, 2 assists and a clean sheet in his team's victory. Tremoni, a goal and an assist in his team's victory coming off the bench for Ajaccio. Exposito, in a 4-4 draw, got a hat-trick for Slask Warcraw. Manoni got himself 12 saves, a clean sheet in a 0-0 draw against Portland for Minnesota United. David Skiriladze got himself 2 goals and 1 goal, 2 goals, 1 assist, for Arca Gdynia. Aki got himself a goal for Bournemouth in their victory over Southampton. Maddison got himself a goal and a man of the match for Leicester over Tottenham. Leah Feast got himself a goal and a clean sheet for Standard Liège versus Jupin. Guirassy got himself 1 goal, 1 assist and an 8 on L'Equipe. And usually an 8 is quite tough to, but I was like, Guirassy would kind of fit that silver to gold. If he'd been a gold going to higher rate gold, I think he would have snuck in. Others that may sneak in, as I said, it's like Otamendi, Ricardo Pereira, David Silva, Bassi, Dilrosun, Santi Cazorla, Kujovic, Sarachi, Romelu, Lukaku, Thiam, Duncan, Fernando Llorente, but he's not in FIFA, so that's kind of where it goes against, obviously. But we'll see what happens with obviously the Team of the Week 2. I'm hoping we get better. I think we got like 13 or 14 for Team of the Week 1, but when you look at my kind of like subs and reserves, I think the biggest problem is I've not included this like a bronze going to silver. I've not seen anyone that fits that bracket this week. So despite my kind of like bench and reserves going a little bit weaker, it might do not too bad. But hopefully you find this useful, folks. Smash likes as always, sub to the channel if you're new, comment down below who you think, and I'll catch you all later.